I send you to recruit Graha and you return with an entire survey party. I hope Matya's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all.
What he means is, we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there.
Aye, we'll keep an eye out.
Select a reward. Alzadal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposed that they brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another perfection.
My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault.
Alzadal's legacy now accessible.
Have the third waiting around.
Where?
Right next to me.
Oh.
Boat.
Boat. Let me just do some quick small talk. Ilsabard, Alzadal's legacy.
Let's see if I remember how to play.
You better.
I'm sure you guys can survive without reses. Oh wait, we got a res mage, so we're fine.
Boy! Oops, that's not the range attack button. Should I pull Mork here?
I'm sure we'll just die casually.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't let me go forward more. Oh, okay, you live this time, Kier.
Oh man, that is not what I meant to do. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
Maps with the passage open the path forward. Whee! Oh, he's almost good. Oh, that's what that does. Sinking feeling the blue tentacle is gonna be a donut shape. Because that's how these things usually work.
Something like that.
Assaulting across the teleporter. Whee! Oh no!
Like Sonic.
Yeah.
What?
I said yeah.
Not the girl in the chat.
I think they were just saying that they were, like, as if they were talking underwater. More Leroy! Whee! That doesn't look good. Okay, so that's what they do. Huh. Maybe here?
I didn't even notice that one was angled. Oh, crap.
Oops. Okay, what the hell does this mean? Over here, I think. No, wait, that one's reflect, not that one. I have no idea what just happened.
He was struggled to both heal and figure out the mechanics. I mostly just followed.
Hmm. That's a pretty quick duty. I think this is the end boss already. Looming
Maybe.
Warden, Kapikulu.
Seems like it. Amazing how those colors stayed so vibrant after being entombed so long.
It's dyed
Video
with the
games,
blood
we-
of the intruders.
Green blood, interesting.
Insects technically have green blood. Green or clear, depending.
I'm used
With the
to
copper
it
in the
showing up as orange or white. Just chastisements.
Oh boy, spikes. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, it's just Fall Guys all over again. What the hell's that?
I don't know, but I think we should buy one of these. I don't know. Oh,
Oops. Okay, so it does an area damage near the same color thread. Oh no!
big goof. Oh shit! Fuck. I can't get it to stop spinning out.
You gotta keep holding.
I was insisting on being pulled towards the edge anyway. Oh, that's you.
Yep. Huzzah! You eat the biggest ball of twine in Eorzea. Oh hey, we're actually doing the cheering pose again after we beat a boss. Because ever since Shadowbringers, it was just a simple nod.
I guess we're a lot more excited now.
Yeah, because we beat all the boss things where everything was about to die. I know a sealed evil entity when I see
What
one.
have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Ishtola, no. If you touch it, it might release some...
You mustn't touch it.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
Well, I guess
You may address
oh,
me as you
never mind.
wish.
Different.
My nature is no longer a secret.
What happened?
I heard young boy voice and immediately thought, wait, the stowaway managed to stow away.
Ah,
But no.
Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would
Not
that we
exactly.
could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
yep. I wasn't gonna touch it, but you know, you stole her.
You and I will speak later.
Okay, that was worth that choice.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
This something of which thou speakest,
No, I thought he stole as
might
your
it
friend.
be some manner of threat?
What did he say?
He said, remember when I told you that you stole it was your friend?
Yes? No? I don't actually remember that anymore. It's been a while.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Evil soup. Is that a portal into the void?
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Oh, that'll help out Y'shtola a lot. It's fine. Friends do banter with each other all the time. And insult each other on a regular basis. Isn't that right, Kier?
Do such a thing, God.
We insult each other literally all the time.
We? Whoever
Yes.
said we?
We, us.
No, I'm pretty sure it's entirely you. You're just abusive.
Wow. You hear that, everyone? Kier is gaslighting me. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that they both allow passage between the Source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is a product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness. It puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. You may now enter Osdale's legacy with authority of NPC avatars.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mericidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
Ah, yes, the Warring Triad.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Voidsent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared, I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength. I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Alagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the arts to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razathan and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
I remember when Nero turned purple. He almost
Turned
didn't make it.
purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome.
And we also have a cure for tempering now.
Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
You're still looking at that game like I'm going to jump into that thing. The First Brood has been added to the Unending Codex. Aether has been added to the Unending Codex. So they managed to not only to expand the fixture, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing, Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. Ah, my apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Razatan. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault Sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Kapikulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born in the Tower of Zod? By the sister, do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. No, it was me. If I could whistle, I'd be whistling.
Wait, you can't whistle?
No.
Huh.
Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for the... oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact. But I like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes? Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and awarded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void scent, and from this side no man would be able to pass through.
No man. I should think Alfino would fit, given a firm enough push.
Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit.
Oh, so us. Oh, no.
And yet you succeeded in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Asdaya, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus the gate lay dormant for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with a cloud of darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, The covenant was broken and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another voice sent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the bounty gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. Ah, I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was all the Stinian's idea.
As I recall, twas you who was chasing tales of undersea ruins.
Well, as you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert the prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little. But the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering.
Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend?
Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course.
She's just going to open a new one.
I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission.
Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loperids will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you.
And I must be off to Charlian as well. Mistress Cryle was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you're able. Farewell for now. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. You may now undertake the Chronicles of a New Era quest series, Myths of the Realm. Speak with a fresh-faced student at the Baldasian Annex to accept the first quest. I'll do that later. The difficult part in all of this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Well, I need to make up the constructs we broke. That's the most important plot alliance rate of all time. Of all of them, no big. Oh no. Oh, this is the one. Oh yeah, I think I might have heard through the grapevine of what the alliance rate entails. Involving the 12.
I have it.
Well, you'll get to find out, Kier.
Whoa.
And think of your employment as recompense. Serve me as guest advisors, and I will consider the broken constructs paid for in full.
Green and I in this together. I will follow his example.
Oh great, we're playing Fable 3.
So what we have to do is we need to be horrible landlords to save everybody.
Meanwhile, elsewhere. Unfortunately, Final Fantasy XIV is not good on letting you be a landlord.
Okay, so everyone's gonna die, got it.
Oof. Oh no. to our first act, right? That he was going up by diabolical 5%. Sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. It was thrown open from the other. I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we waited on nigh for 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. Yet we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. Let him come. I will drown the world and this fleshling gasp for breath in his final moments. Watch this fleshling gasp for his breath in final moments. I can read. Your zeal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath the sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. 'Tis time we set the war in motion, and win redemption for our star. I'm getting some Final Fantasy 1 vibes. But we already fought Chaos in one of the raids.